because we have a teacher from Hyderabad, Mr. Subhash, to give us feedback about how schools are getting up and how the operations are going to be after back to school. Hello, Subhash ji.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon. So, how the operations of schools would be once if the schools are set to reopen on September 21st?
See, once the government issued the order of having an online classes from the September 1st and more importantly probably from September 21st, all schools would be reopening only for in a graded manner that from 9th class onwards till the higher classes till 12th class. So, so the state government have to take a call depending on the COVID situation, the number of cases rising, and more importantly, schools have been allowed to open only in non-containment zones where there are no cases of COVID, the coronavirus cases in that area, and those schools have only been allowed to open. And more importantly, the school is insisting on a letter from the parents, like their consent of allowing the students to attend the school on their own permission, like so that the consent has been given from the school, from the parents also for the children to attend schools on a daily basis or whenever they have doubts or whenever they have to meet the teachers, they can come and meet the teachers at the school. So that kind of precautions have been taken. Guidelines also been issued by the states in India in certain states, and they have been allowed to attend schools in a graded manner with all the protocols to be followed of the social distancing, and in case any of the students who is not well need not come to school. So that kind of precautions also been taken up by the school management when the student comes to school. So he'll be checked thoroughly with the scanner, with the temperature check, and sanitize himself with sanitizer, and all those precautions will be taken up. So this is going to be a new norm of attending school, and that has also been done in a phased manner. Students of higher classes only been allowed to come to school, and with social distancing, or not 50% of them allowed. The government has issued to go ahead to call 50% of the students only. So this is opening after almost a gap of 5 months now. We last winded up the school due to this lockdown in March, somewhere around 12th or 13th. Now it's almost 5 months now. September 21st is planning to open up the school. So this is going to be a new, in fact, the academic year kind of starting now with all the precautions and all the safety measures. Schools are likely to open from the September 21st. Ma'am?
Well, Subhash, once the schools are set to reopen and once it get open from September 21, how the classrooms are going to look like, and how we are instilling students to have those new COVID norms and follow them?
For classrooms is going to be changed drastically. The students, for example, 50 students were there in a class. There would be a gap of each student sitting in one bench with a gap of almost a feet or more than that. So ideally, students will be allowed to sit with a lot of distances and wearing a mask, and more importantly, the teacher's distance also is going to be far off. And teacher would be probably, if it's going to be more than a meter, the teacher would be standing and teaching the class or looking at the students. So that kind of sitting arrangement is being done. After the school is over also, the school management has decided to sanitize all the classrooms, the benches, more importantly, the entire infrastructure of the school. So it's going to be a big task for the school management also to run the school smoothly, seeing to that no one is infected due to this coronavirus. So all precautions have been all these norms will be taken up. All schools managements are aware of that the social distancing norm, having distance in the classrooms, and no what you call debates or discussions where you involve group of students sitting together without social distancing. That is not going to be the normal norm. I think that has to be followed.
Well, Subhash, once if the school is reopened, will the online classes will be continued, or along with the offline classes, online also takes place, or will the online goes is offline?
See, this is going again to depend on the state governments and more importantly the management also. If the school is lying in a zone in a containment zone, probably the school won't be won't be possible for the school management to open the school for even for the higher standards. So that option is only right now it's online classes are going on. So that time, without calling the students to the school physically, they would have to conduct the classes online and continue the classes online. But yes, this online mode is going to continue for a longer run. See, if the school is functioning for half a day also, with 50% attendance, it's not possible to teach all the students in one go. It's not possible at times to conduct all the 8 periods or the 6 or 7 periods. So 4 periods would be conducted. Now, when the situation is, as I told, not feasible to open the school, then the only option left to take classes would be online. All the students have to log in online and they have to take the classes online. That is again this is going to continue for a longer time. So important classes or when the students or the teacher also is not able to attend classes, come to school, then the only option left out would be the online. So once the school also reopens, this online platform of teaching won't be closed completely. It will be certainly going on partially for some more time or some more months.
Well, so if the classrooms will be in a blended mode, which takes also along with the webcam, speakers and mics, which are all supported as for an online session. So if the students who are from the containment zone couldn't attend the class, are they be allowed to attend the sessions through online? So will conducting the class through offline and online together at the same place or simultaneously for a teacher, will that be possible?
See, the students, you see, as I told you, there has to be a written consent from the parents of the student attending the class.
Yes.
Now, if the majority of the students, if the parents, don't agree that if they are not willing to send their children to the school, even of the highest standards also, the only option left out with the school management is to conduct the class online. In a university, that has to be decided. For example, if the class is a standard 9th of class 10th of 50, 35 or more than that, people of the students are parents not willing to send their children, and they will send a letter or something to the management saying that we will not be able to send our children to the class, to the school, and you probably conduct an online class. Then the management has to take a call depending that they probably have to conduct class online. So that would be a quite safe option. But all, as I told you, depends on the parents also. If they're not willing to send the students, then the only option left with the management is to conduct classes online and continue this mode of teaching online for some more time. Because the calling students also to the school with 50% attendance all again lies with the school management if the school is not in a containment zone, and more importantly, if the parents are not willing, then the only option left out is to conduct online classes, what is happening right now.
Well, at the same time, if we talk about the syllabus, so once the examinations is also nearing up, but once if the schools are reopened, what kind of syllabus changes we might expect?
Let it be a state board or the central board, the only for the higher classes also, certainly the Ministry of Education has decided to just trim a bit, alter the syllabus for this academic year, because already we've lost 5 months now. And again, if you start off from the start also, certain uh, number of chapters and lessons being completed, so that the students also is aware how many chapters or how many lessons have been done, and what kind of questions he can expect in the final exam exams. So yes, the government also has kept in mind that the time which is lost out, what best can be done so that it's not putting pressure on the students, and more important, pressure on the teachers also to complete the portion at a stipulated time. Now it will be a Herculean task. If you look at the normal academic year, which starts in June and goes on till February, March, but 5 months have already been lost. So if you start teaching from June, it will be very tough for the students and the teachers to cope up. And they can't go in a very fast manner now, because remember we had got into a lockdown and the schools have been shut in mid-March. So most of the schools have not started the portion for the next year. So some schools have started in mid-March the next year's syllabus. Probably they can continue, but ideally the government has decided to certainly trim the portion so that the next year, when the school comes, the academic year comes to an end, the syllabus also would be completed and the students will be prepared to take the exam.
Well, sir, as the schools are gearing up to begin with only 3 hours of classes. So, for the particular 3 hours of offline classes, students are coming all the way, and especially students as well as teachers few teachers are also expressing that the transportation, like as it's still in the partial lockdown, it might uh, definitely not beneficial for the students. So few institutions are trying to continue the online sessions. So what can be better? Does the institution want to wait till the transportation begin in the state, or starting without the transportation would actually benefit students and teacher? What can be done?
If the students are not able to come to the school, the ideal option left with the management for the benefit of the teacher and the students is to conduct an online class. So it's almost 5 months now. Now after almost 5 months, the metros have started in all the major cities. So now the transportation has started, but very few people are willing to take up the transportation. In case the school is lying, it comes under a containment zone, and there will be no option left for the management to conduct an online class. And if the transportation is not opening up, then the only option left with the students is to take an online class and with no other option. Because in some states, in some areas, there's no connectivity of metro or any other services. So bus services haven't really started in the majority of the cities in India so far. It's only a metro, and metro is not connecting certain parts of the city as well. So the only option left with the management for the benefit of the student is to conduct an online class, which is already been doing as per the guidelines of the central government in Unlock 4.0 to conduct classes online. So that can be continued till they get a proper transport facility, so that students can commute very freely to the school and the education institution. So if not a transport not available, then the only option left for the school management is to continue this medium of online education for the benefit of the students, because we really can't waste time now. It's almost 5 months now, and if schools don't really open, either don't open in a phased manner, or in case they don't conduct online, then it will be tough for the students to study for this academic year, because in a couple of months you probably come to the mid term of the academic year in somewhere in November, December. So hardly you'll have 2 months left out where you will be facing the board exams and the annual exam. So time is running short. The only option left is to conduct online or call students in a phased manner to the school and conduct classes.
Well, Subhash, the same line, if you just imagine a classroom with a student sitting with mask and sitting around on a bench and maintaining a lot of social distancing. Like most of the maybe 25% of students will be present in the class, whereas against the 100% of strength of students in the classroom. So how the feeling would be for a teacher to teach only 25% of students in the classroom and the rest 70% of the students attending your class and the online classes sitting at their homes. So what kind of feeling it would be?
See, if you talk about the feeling of the teachers in terms of wearing the mask and teaching, it's certainly going to be a tough time because we've not got used to something called wearing a face mask and teaching all through the years. So this is a new mode, a new life now for the teachers also. We're having protecting themselves and protecting the students also. So it's mandatory now to wear a mask and teach students, and it will be tough for the students also to understand or hear the teachers. But that can be done only through when a teacher uses a mic or sometimes to see to that a voice reaches out to the end student of the class. So that could be done the best way to see that each and every student understand what the teacher is saying, and more importantly, give some graphical representation on the board also, which will help the students understand what the teacher is saying. So that these kind of steps the teacher can take and must take to see to that students understand what the teacher is clearly saying. So this kind of steps have to be followed by the teacher and see to that the student understands each and everything what she's saying. No?
Well, so far, many schools are still yet to release a particular strategy on the running of the operations of our schools, private schools especially, and they are still waiting for the guidelines from the states to take a certain decision on allowing students back to the school. So, particularly, how about Telangana and is differ from other states? Can we explain what other schools are running up around India?
See, we talk about one particular state, Telangana. Their government is deciding they've given a go ahead to conduct online classes. But again, the classes might start from 21st of September, but the government is yet to release certain steps and certain SOPs, what has to be followed, the operation procedures, standard operating procedures, how the schools have to be conducted, what is the phase manner, and even if the government has issued guidelines, the question rises how many parents are really willing to send the students to the school, because the care of coronavirus is not yet done in entire India now. Particularly we talk about states like Andhra, Telangana also, the cases have been on the rise. More importantly, in Andhra Pradesh also the cases are certainly seeing a certain surge, and the government is very clear and very keen that they conduct the classes from September 21st, and they've given orders also. Earlier the government has decided to open up the schools on September 5th, coinciding with the Teachers' Day. But after the guidelines from the central government and the state government, the Andhra Pradesh government decided to open up the schools on 21st of September, basing on the assurity and the written declaration by the parents allowing their children to attend schools, because now the school management is very clear. The school management really can't force the students to attend the classes virtually or come to the school. So the management also has decided, as per the government rules, to see to that they get a declaration from the parents also that they are willing to send the children to school. So that would be very easy, and it will be an understanding between the school management and the teacher that they are willing to send the children to school, and all the protocols have been followed by the school management. So the same thing goes with other states also, where in Delhi the government also has released orders saying that they can also open up schools from 21st in a phased manner with 50% attendance, and if students have something important only, they can come to school. manner. From 9th class onwards to 12th class, students attending schools with all the precautions, with all the guidelines, and now lies with the management also how they cope up with the situation and how they follow the guidelines without seeing to that none of the students are infected. And this is going to be a big challenge for the parents, for the school management and the teachers in the days ahead to see to that how they conduct the classes and take classes conduct to the school.
Well, sir, academically, this month is a time where school management conducts half-yearly examinations for the students. So this time, as September 21st is kicking ahead of reopening of schools, so if the examinations will be offline or will it be online examinations, how these half-yearly examinations are going to be conducted?
See, normally in the month of September or October, before the first term, the Shira vacation, you have the quarterly examination or the first term examination, both by the state and the central board. Now, ideally, we've lost 5 months due to this pandemic, and the schools really not opening up. So I am not sure of the exams being conducted. Probably they would be assessed an internal test of anything has been taught online or anything has been taught from mid-August or early September, because now the government has, in particular states, the government has issued orders to conduct online classes from September 1st. So it's almost 1 month, the portion may not be completed to conduct them quarterly or the first term examination. So the boards states which have already got a go ahead to conduct online, they might come forward and conduct the first time of the quarterly exam. So ideally this may not be conducted now, but in the coming days, in the mid December, they would certainly have an exam that might be online, or the students might have to take an online exam from the respective houses. So that can be done, but ideally the quarterly or the first term exams may not be conducted. Certainly internal test might be conducted of what has been taught so far.
Well, few schools are completely opposing the idea of students returning to schools in the month of September, like which is from 21. At least a few schools are taking a week or 15 days gap to begin the offline school sessions, but does this idea of school opposing will benefit students anyway, and if in that case, what students might be losing?
See, if students are not attending school, see what they missed out and what they're missing in the school environment, the friends, the school infrastructure, or the standard things what they used to do in school of getting up early in the morning and coming to school, attending classes, extracurricular activities, going to the library and other things. So certainly they're going to miss out all these things. No doubt the parents also not willing, and the school management also is not willing to open the school. The ideal option is left out for them to continue online, because the virus, the coronavirus cases are certainly rising, and we're really unclear of when are we going to get the vaccine. So yes, if the school is not willing, number one, to open up the school, in case the school is in containment zone, and more importantly, in case the parents are not willing to send the students to school, the only option left out, but it has to be done, is for the benefit of the students and the teachers, to see that they conduct the classes online, so that this academic year is not getting wasted, or none of the students loses this academic year. So in this important time.
Well, students at some areas are still not willing to come back to school, whereas few students are very excited to come back to school. So there is a mixture of opinions among the students. So how management is trying to counsel the students to get back to the school sessions and the offline sessions? And what role does teacher play there?
See, certainly the schools, the students are excited to return back to school, because they also want to go back to school but yes, if it's school opens, it will be good for the students also because they'll be back to school, back to a certain bit of normal life, and they can learn a lot of things and get used to the things what they used to do earlier. So psychologically, mentally, they'll be more relaxed now, coming back to school, seeing the school the premises, having a normal life, coming to school. So this will be really good in case the schools open. But in case they don't open, then it will be slightly difficult for the students also because online they can learn, but what they used to learn and enjoy in a school, normal school, that won't be that they will be certainly missing out. And some of the students, if this is the last year in school, certainly they'll miss out a lot of things in school. And next year probably they would be moving on to a different college or a different institution. So certainly they would be missing out the last year in school. Ma'am?
Well, recently, Health Home Ministry of India has released a few guidelines for partial opening of schools. And if you find any kind of guideline is challenging to follow, and what are the guidelines which we are actually prioritizing to follow once the schools are reopened?
See, the guidelines clearly issued by the central government is no school to be opened in containment zones in any part of India. Number two, all schools should follow the basic norms of COVID protocols of social distancing, wearing a mask, sanitizing the complete premises once the students exit the school, cleaning up, sanitizing the school, and the teachers also have to be absolutely very careful when they come to school. Any of the students finding any of the symptoms shouldn't be allowed to enter the school. All students should be sanitized, should be cleaned at the premises at the gate itself, and certain assurances also have been given to be given by the parents also that they are sending the students and there's no kind of anyone forcing them to send the students to school. So all these things, guidelines have been issued by the central government, and certainly it would be the prerogative of the state government also to take a call whether to open up the school depending on the situation. So yes, guidelines have been issued by the central government under the unlock 4, including the schools also to reopen, and the schools have to be reopened with all these taking up all these protocols, and more importantly, the state government's role is also very important. So state governments also can set up the rules apart from the central government of what steps have to be taken in reopening of the schools. As it's a great manner of reopening, and only higher standards from 9th onwards till 12th standards only have been allowed to open the schools, not the lower classes or the middle classes schools are allowed to open. So these guidelines have been clearly issued by the central government, and all the schools have to abide by this in case they are opening the schools from September 24th, 21st in the entire India.
Well, a guideline from the ministry says that anyone developing symptoms while at school will have to be isolated in a separate area. Well, in case of a student, the parent or guardian will have to be informed. Well, this is what they say. And it is also a risk assessment exercise will then have to be conducted, and then entire premises also need to be sanitized if the individual tested positive. So, how we are trying to get up and how ready we are to take certain kind of risk by reopening schools?
So it's a high risk, but certainly see, the life has to go on, and slowly but steadily we are opening up a lot of things. After 5 months we opened up the metros in major cities. After 5 months we opened up, slightly opening up other shops and other establishments, even hotels also in some cities. So it's time also to open up the schools, because if we don't open up the schools, certainly it will be a loss not only to the students but the management also. Because once the school starts opening, the schools also can expect some remuneration in terms of fees, and that will certainly help them to cover up to school. And once the student reaches the school, it's the management responsibility also to see to that they have they analyze the health of the student to proper check to scan him and check the temperature. And anyone finds been having a symptoms of COVID-19, certainly he'll be isolated without entering the school and be sent back to home and call up the parents to take him to a doctor and keep him under medication and isolation. So all these are very important rules the school management also has to follow, and more importantly the parents also. So for the seeing to that the school goes being conducted in a very smooth manner in the days ahead, ma'am.
Well, to manage crowds and to ensure social distancing, how schools are trying to set up the entry and the exit points, because that is where students rush together and they, with the excitement they push themselves and all, so there will be a lot of chances that there might be a physical contact among them. So how schools are getting up to, like, for the entry and exit points?
Every school is setting up a team of teachers of how they're going to receive the students. They'll be marking out near the gate how students are going to get into the school. There has to be a distance of 1 meter where the students have to wait for the turn to get into the school premises. It's not a normal school now. You cannot push in get into a school premises. So certainly they have to maintain distancing. Some schools have even been asked the students to wear gloves, wear mask, come in there and sanitize themselves and only enter. And certainly some staff have been set up at the entrance also to check the temperature and sanitize the students and being allowed into the class. So yes, it's going to be a long measures being taken. The schools have to follow for the safety of their very own staff, the teachers, and more importantly, the safety of the fellow students who are coming in. So all these measures have to be followed to see to that the school goes on very well and none of them get infected. And every student who gets into probably has to take the staircase, not getting into the lift, and no crowding inside the lift also. So one by one, they would be allowed into the classroom without maintaining social distancing, and no extracurricular activities like PT period or anything outing would be allowed as of now, and only a normal school would be conducted for some more days, and that's also in a great manner with 50% of attendance. And in some states also, anything important only you can go and meet the teachers, because some states like Delhi, the online classes have already started. So in some boards, so ideally the classes also would be conducted, and any doubts, anything you have to submit or meet the teacher, then you can probably visit the school. So visiting the schools also have to be dealt with, we have to be followed with all these protocols. Certainly this is going to be a challenge for the school management also in case the schools are opening up from 21st, and to see to that the school goes out in a smooth manner, ma'am.
Well, as the school is set to begin and reopen, there will be a lot of sharing of notebooks, at least sharing of pens, pencils, chalks, and everything, from a little razor to many things. So how these exchange between the students as well as teachers are to be handled?
Now all these exchanges have to be certainly stopped. The teacher in the class would certainly guide them, and certainly the principal also would be make announcement, and but there would be certainly no assemblies or no prayer meets or any kind of extracurricular activities. Only the student has to get into the class, and every school classroom there would be a marked by the name or the roll number where the student has to go and occupy the place. The seating arrangement would probably be done in that phase manner, and certainly the books, exchanging of books
what the guideline says that student and teacher interaction must be held outdoors of the classroom. So how this is going to work?
See, the interaction of students and teachers outdoor, probably that is for the science classes. Something what you do in physics and biology, where you certainly have to show them the plants and some trees and certain things in physics also. So that time you can probably have to go to a lab or go out in the open in the ground and show them about the trees and other things in science and biology. So that time you probably have to take them out, but in the premises, not outside the premises. So that has to be, if in case the subject that the chapter demands, then that certainly has to be done with all the social distancing norms and all the protocols.
Well, on the same line, how about the staff reporting? The schools are also suggested to have one counselor and one counseling session for students, and the guideline also presents that around 3 to 4 hours of offline session must be run. And will that be possible to conduct this counseling session for students in the shorter time?
Once the school set to begins, a day before that only the students would be counseled, and more importantly when they come back to the school, certainly the school teachers, the class teachers and other important members of the management also will address the students and tell them the guidelines and what has to be followed, and anyone found to be sick or not feeling well certainly has to not turn up to the school and stay back at home till he or she gets well. So the guidelines to the staff also would be given, what kind of protocol they also have to follow of wearing mask and maintaining social distancing. So all these guidelines would certainly be given by the school management prior to the school reopening, and the teachers also and the staff as well.
Well, thank you so much, Subhash, for joining us in our today's show.
Okay.